Nautilus feels... I mean, it gives you an option into the Zeri, but I don't think this is a great response from DRX into what DNF... I actually don't think he would have died there, even if the ult did connect. I think he had enough HP to just walk it off, but goes for the safe play and flashes out of that one. Doesn't want to die
before.
Yep.
That happened in pro play. That was the thing that existed. It's all right. There's the combo. Flash does come out, but it's not going to really do anything here, and that is a very dead Talia. First blood goes over to Pyosik. Man, the combo doing exactly what it says on the tin. DNF off to a great start as Sponge trying to taxi out with these grubs. Should be able to do so as life's coming over. Andil there as well. Teddy throws out the culling just to say no, 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 no. No aggression from you guys. And Pyosik will be able to secure the first grub. We'll see how many more of them he can get this time around. Looks like not too much more going to occur, as another horn has been blown here as the equalizer goes down. Yehu's just going to drive into this bottom lane and try and feel a little bit better about the state of the game by killing the Rumble. Almost dies himself, but will be successfully able to do that. No teleport available, will lose a plate here. And of course, the Rift Scuttler is going to be unclearable. Now it's going to be a bit of a team fight as the orb is over here. Teleport to come in as Berserker already takes a full culling to the face. Knockup comes on through there though from the depth charge, and down goes the Orianna. Equalizer comes in as well. They're walking down the red carpet, but I think this is just because they're famous as DRX getting another knockup onto life. He's going to go down. It's a triple for Teddy, and that was a disaster for DNF.
DRX so decisive with stuff, and we see DRX once again setting up really good control of vision in the area.
Well, here it is, combo one more time as there is the flash out from Yahoo. Does get the shield back though from his Seraphs that just transformed. Don't know whether it was in time though as the flash does go forward. Bulldog, remember, doesn't have his flash as prepared earlier. The culling comes in. Sponge going to be able to lock that one down. It's Pyosik doing some alcove gaming, and they do have an equalizer there. But Andil with a massive knockup onto 3 people. It managed to curve. It's a max range hook at the same time. Sponge was alive for so long, but Berserker is as well. That's another kill coming on through here for Teddy as Rich does go down. Life and Berserker will be able to take control of this one though, and that is a much better fight for DNF.
He's not able to cut through Pyosik so quickly, and Berserker pops the ult, starts to get some good value in. Teddy comes in close, passes back up, and now another fight coming through.
Yep, and Pyosik managed to get on top of Teddy this time around. That is the priority target. He may go down for it though, as Yahoo getting some good volleys off. Andil will be taken out by the extendo beam of Berserker though, so a 2-for-1 trade feels real good, and DNF back on the horse.
This is why this composition
wasn't really too many options though as far as follow-up, and Rich just really is obsessed with putting that R button on cooldown.
Yeah. Doesn't mean they get control of the area though. They have to respond to the Rift Herald. Dragon's being started up. The Pyosik, and look at the timers on the Orianna and the Nocturnal.
Yeah.
2 seconds both of them.
Perfectly synced. They can now press that button again. Let's see when Pyosik decides to go in. There's the shockwave, connects onto one. Knockup is decent as well from the Wild Growth as the culling this time is going to cut through them. Teddy's at full health, but I don't know whether the fight has much left in it as the wall comes down. Andil in a little bit of an awkward position. Pyosik is kind of running for the hills. Yahoo just dies to basically the wolves. What was quite going on there? Life is also dead though, which is ironic and sad here for DNF. And that is sole point also.
And I think this ends up being a mistake because there's a lot of coverage there with the tanks in the way, and the Talia just isn't that much of a threat right now. It means Teddy's completely unchecked, and Berserker and Bulldog are, you know, Berserker's trying to push up here, but then Teddy threatens him later. Now, yeah, out of cancel Sponge.
So they just decide that they want to take that, and that is because the Nocturne was dead alongside the Lulu. So they just walk over and take it. DNF, not really much of a way of doing anything, and Dudu didn't have equalizer or anything like that. That to try and start a fight. Maybe they're going to start one right now as Dudu is just dead to start this one off. The Ram gets the double knockup onto Life and Berserker. And there is the shockwave to connect onto 2. They're still going to go for it here as Sponge dives in. The polymorph is great though out of life, and that's going to be able to take him down. Yahoo, the only damage left alive, and DRX didn't quite need to do that, but neither did DNF, and they're the ones that are going to capitalize this time. Rich and Yahoo still trying to stand their ground here, and they're doing a great job. Throwing a bunch of rocks around. There's the Wild Growth to come on through. Another decent polymorph here, and Yahoo does go down. Rich, no more blue stuff left available, and so he is just going to back away. So they lose the Otacon, they lose the Dragon, but they take a turret and they win a fight.
This game feels like it could be anyone's.
Certainly could, and it's the Rise group, baby. That's, I mean, no game is ever decided As a teleport not upgrading anything. As now it's a face-off in the river. Yahoo just checking the angles. Dudu on a flank looking pretty good. Does land the harpoon here as Yahoo taking a fair bit of damage. And now the Ornhorn to come in. They do just split them apart. The wall does come down as Sponge gets in here. It is Soul that's on the line as the Shockwave is a drive-by. As Pyosik gets into that back line, it is going to be the Soul secured here by DRX. And the fight is entirely split. This is absolute insanity as Teddy goes into melee range with Dudu, and it kind of works out, I guess, but now he's by himself. On the other side of the fight, it is a catastrophe. And so someone gonna have to try and kill him. They need someone to walk up and actually fight Teddy, which is what they're struggling with right now as the polymorph is going to wear off. Teddy now just trying to take the fight to them, and Berserker will be able to do it here. They wait for the barrier, and down he goes. Cleanly played in the end there, as DRX do manage to secure the Soul, but they'll their way out. And we're kind of fine, as here's the combo once again. Equalizer to start it off, but it's just an attempt at a guaranteed turret. Rich looking for a little bit of a turnaround play though, as Berserker will get knocked up. Sponge goes in, but immediately he has to run out. They get a decent shield. Pyosik in a bit of trouble, but Teddy has to back away immediately. And the redemption keeps DNF.
And he's like just hiding, like just refusing to show up.
Well, there's a like Hex Flash in, I think, as the Shockwave just going to be used onto Andil alone. The Equalizer goes down. That's going to be enough to take down the Nautilus, as now the paranoia sets in. Crescent Guard to come on through there, and there it is. Pyosik does decide to go forward, but there's no Shockwave, there's no combo. And yes, they kill Andil.
This is a risky play.
This is very risky. Maybe they just hopefully, well, I mean, they're going to trade Elder for Baron is what DRX are opting into here. But they could just get Ace, and they're not going to make it to this Elder at all. And so Elder is going to get secured here by
low. So I feel like it's pretty low value. I honestly expect him to sell that pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Direction.
Oh, got a bit of a hook to connect onto Dudu. Sponge going to follow up there as well. He has an arm guard, but he elects not to use it because he knew he was dead. And Dudu just overstepping here, caught napping on the bottom side of the map. Nothing down for DRX. Look at that, making use of them grubs here at 36 minutes.
Yeah, finally getting some value from them. Able to take the tower. That mid tower is pretty low as well. Could maybe look towards that. And getting some value, closing that gold lead a little bit. And maybe this was the thought process. You know, if we trade those objectives, we extend the game and we just give more opportunities for DNF to potentially throw.
I'm parking themselves towards the Elder. Vision does come through. There is a hook to connect. Oh my goodness, Dudu this time manages to go golden, but the knockups are going to come through from Rich. He's just standing his ground as Teddy, not even worried. He's flashing forward, and there's the depth charge. DNF falling apart at the seams as Berserker is flashing over, but this time Sponge does not care, and that GA is not going to be guarding anything. And just as the complete opposite of what we saw before, it is only Dudu left alive. It's a flash forward from Yahoo, says not even that will stay there. DRX, I think, just won the game.
And it just feels inevitable when it gets to those late game situations. DNF have their struggles, and DRX find the clutch window to close it out. It's a 5-0 in the late game team fight. They managed to get the picks, they managed to get the cleanup. Berserker on this Fed Zeri can't do anything, and it'll be a 1-0 lead for DRX in this series.
Teddy playing it really, really well towards the end there, but I have to say, Rich loves pressing his ulti button. He managed to find a bit of an angle that time around, was frontlining beautifully, and DRX just pushed forward for the win. But man, that